For many people, Bethany Joy Lenz is remembered as Haley from One Tree Hill. On screen, she looked confident and strong, but behind the scenes, she was dealing with something very different. For 10 years, she was part of a high-control religious group that she now understands was not what it seemed.
Before we dive into the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more entertaining content like this.
In a recent interview, Bethany opened up about her time in the group, why she stayed, how she finally left, and what life was like afterward. Her story is not just about leaving something behind. It's about learning how to trust herself again and slowly building a new life from the ground up. Bethany says it didn't feel like a cult in the beginning. People around her started using that word, but she didn't see it that way. To her, it felt like a safe place. She believed it was something special, a way to feel closer to God and build deep friendships. She told herself that people who criticized it just didn't understand. She now sees that was part of the problem. At the time, she needed that story to make sense of what she was experiencing. She had always wanted to feel like she belonged somewhere. Growing up as an only child with very young parents, she says there was love in her home, but also emotional gaps. She wasn't looking for fame or money, she was looking for connection, and that made her vulnerable. Bethany joined what looked like a normal Bible study group, but slowly things changed. At first, the rules seemed harmless. Then they became stronger. Over time, she adjusted her beliefs to fit what she was being taught. If something felt wrong, she pushed that feeling aside. She says she doesn't like using the word brainwashing, but what happened was real. The group made her feel like leaving would mean losing everything. These were her closest friends. She had gotten married inside the group. She had tied her life, even her career, to staying connected to them. The fear of leaving was too strong. After 10 years, Bethany finally left. And when she did, everything changed. Her marriage ended. She left the show she had worked on for years. She lost her friends, her home, and much of her support system. She found herself living alone with her baby in Los Angeles, with no job and no plan. She says that time was filled with pain, fear, and confusion. She didn't know how she was going to survive. She cried a lot. She felt angry and betrayed both by others and by herself. Bethany didn't jump back into success overnight. She took small acting jobs, including appearances on Grey's Anatomy and Dexter. They weren't big roles, but they helped her earn money and regain her confidence. She also started noticing something unexpected: kindness from people she barely knew. In Los Angeles, she was welcomed back into the community. That helped her realize that not everyone was dangerous. It gave her hope. One of the hardest parts, she says, is learning to trust herself again. Now, when she feels afraid or uncertain, she stops and asks, is this fear? Or is this my gut trying to tell me something? Over time, she's learning to tell the difference. Bethany explains that healing isn't quick. Some days are good, some days are frustrating. But there's a kind of peace now, a feeling that even when things are hard, she won't fall apart. She says, I used to feel like I was wobbling. Now I feel like I've found my balance again. Bethany began writing a memoir called Dinner for Vampires. At first, it was just for her, a private way to work through everything she had experienced. She didn't plan to publish it, but over time, people began asking about her story. She realized that sharing it could help others, especially those who have been through something similar. The book is not about revenge. She changed names. She made sure to protect people who didn't do anything wrong. Her goal was to be honest without being cruel. She wrote the book to tell the truth, not to cause harm. Bethany hopes her story helps people who feel stuck in toxic relationships, high-control groups, or even unhealthy family dynamics. She wants people to know they are not alone and that it is possible to leave, even when it feels impossible. I wouldn't choose to go through it again, she says, but I can see how I've grown, and if my story helps someone else find a way out, then maybe it was worth telling.